Hey guys, welcome back to Disrespect Disc Golf. This is episode 2 of Break 53. Let's get into it. Alright, cool. So I'm back at Austin, my home course, from the blue pads. It's loud. We've got a lot of people, lawnmower playing, loud, a lot of distractions today. But this is my second attempt at trying to break 53 from the blue pads. I'm gonna go 2 off the top again from the first hole, see if I can do it. Pretty calm. It seems like there's not much wind, which is good. Usually it's kind of windy here, so that's a plus. Last time I didn't even make it past hole 13 because there was just no way that I could beat the challenge by then. This time, I don't want to set the bar too high and then get down on myself, so I think I'm gonna shoot for like even par or 1 under to try to like get in there somewhere. I'd like to go through the front 9 clean. Even par, 1 under would be great, and then see how it works on the back 9. So without further ado, let's get off to hole 1. Also, I want to say that there are some changes to my bag, so I just shipped out a bunch of discs to get like more dies and stamps on them. So there's about 5 or 6 molds from my bag that I had to swap out, so my bag is not exactly what it was before, so slight disadvantage from that, but I should be able to make do with what I have in there. Alright, so I'm going to be commenting this entire round. 2 off the top is going to be customary for this series. Alright, second shot, Wraith. First shot with a Vandal off the tree, so honestly this one I'm just trying to hit the gap. It's a huge gap. Just want to hit it. Alright, bad tee shot, haven't warmed up, so got a little up and down for par. Only gets me about halfway to the basket, only got like maybe 230 off the tee, something like that, so kind of a longer approach than normal on this one, and nets me a par, so not a bad scramble, kind of happy with that. Hole 2 here, I think it's like about 380, going with my Saint downhill. This is like my flippiest fairway driver. Just put on a lot of hyzer, gave it a lot of height so it could turn, and then it just kind of like faded out way left. And then I'm kind of just getting a little half run, kind of just snuck it up close here with my pillar from Goliath. So another easy par. All right, hole 3 here. Going with my Saint again. This is a Opto Air Saint. So you can kind of barely see the Saint turn really late, and then it gets a tree branch. Now I got to get up and down for par. I'm kind of debating between my zone and my popcorn. I was like, well, if I early release the zone, I'm not going to get up and down. I'm going through a little tight tunnel. So I use my popcorn, and it just needs to be a little bit straighter. It kind of fades off a little bit early, and I've got this awkward lean out on a knee here. Not really much of a putt. Unfortunately, take a bogey. A little upset. 1 over through 3. This is the hole last time where I went forehand and went out of bounds. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go backhand turnover, do a shot that's a little bit more comfortable for me, and at least get par. So that'll at least save me a stroke since the last round. Going with my pillar on the approach here. Gets me a little skip, almost flash chains for a second, and a little tap in par again. And pretty pleased with that, honestly. Off to hole 5 now. So again, I want to be even or 1 under through these holes. And again, I'm throwing my Saint. 154 grams, super flippy. This thing flipped up and rode. This basket's probably 360, 370 away. And first birdie. That one feels good. That felt like a turning point in the round for sure. So now I'm even through 5. Hole 6 is like 280. Straight tunnel shot, going with my redemption. I trusted it flat, maybe slight ante out of my hands. Slid all the way up, good ground play there, about 18 feet or so. And another birdie. A lot of times, holes 5 and 6 can easily be bogey, and I went birdie. So now I'm 1 under. Hole 7's a par 4. It's about 400 feet, maybe even less than that. Actually, I think it's like 350. Excuse me, about 350. But you've got to navigate basically no gaps the whole time. I mean, this is the fairway. There's no line. Second shot here, going with my splice, because once again, like I said earlier, like I'm having to adjust and throw a few different discs that I normally don't bag, but I'm just substituting in today because I don't have some of my normal discs. So now I'm trying to get up and down for the par, and yeah, I'm at 1 under, so I'm like, okay, just get up and down here, don't do anything stupid. Gave it a half run, came up like a little bit short there. Tap in par, staying 1 under through 7. Pretty good pace so far. And I'm wanting to at least par it out on the front 9 and stay 1 under. Hole 8 here is a long par 3 down into the woods on the right side. And with my Vandal, I just did not get enough air under it on this one. I'm going with my Rapture here. The basket is in the woods, so I'm just trying to give it a little flare skip in there. And when it jumps up, you can't really see the basket, but it almost went in. At least that's what it looked like from my angle. And that's honestly a good par. Hole 8's pretty dang far, and it's really tricky, so you can easily bogey this one, so I'm happy with the par there. Hole 9, usually I throw like a Destroyer or my Rapture, and I'm going with my slingshot, and I'm just like, okay, if I put on a little hyzer, it's going to flip up, and you can see it kind of drift to the right there, and then the basket is to the left, and it didn't really get the best skip at the end, honestly, and I was thinking it was going to be like under the basket if it actually got a skip, but it just kind of landed flat. But a birdie putt nonetheless, and now I'm 2 under through 9, and this is the best position I could be in. Super, super happy with that. Okay, now time for the back 9. This is the more scoreable. So all I have to do is get 3 birdies. So again, I'm going with my super flippy Saint. I put on a lot of hyzer out to the left, and I kind of just like drift it to the contour of the pond, and I just wanted to be out left, somewhere safe. This hole is not one of the holes that I'm trying to birdie in my mind, so I'm like, okay, just get a par here and move on. That's all I have to do. Decent layup. This is about 8-9 feet left. A little cleanup for the par there. Not too shabby at all. All right, now going into hole 11. This one is uphill, and I'm going with my Saint yet again. This has been a workhorse, and I tell myself, okay, don't burn it to the ground. Don't throw it low. So I throw it high, and you might be able to kind of see it roll out right there. Hits the tree branch, and then does like a friendly roll kind of back to the middle here. So I'm thinking I don't want to go backhand and go OB right or saw it off to the left. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go forehand, face my body to the target, do a little anhyzer with my Rapture here. And this came out way too high, like way too high. It almost caught through, but catches some of the branches, unfortunately. And now I'm just thinking, okay, give this like a half bid, you know, give it a chance. And I gave it a chance, and I will it in with my body. Freaking go. I was literally so stoked. I read this thing, and I'm like, okay, just for proof, I made this. This was probably in between 50 and 60 feet. Like, this was a big putt for me. Today might be the day. I don't want to speak too soon. That was absolutely clutch. Absolutely clutch to stay 2 under right there. That was honestly a huge stroke for me mentally. Because I think had I bogeyed that hole, I would have been 1 under through 11 holes. This pin, they moved on hole 12, so now it's just a forehand. You can kind of see the basket just there on the right side. Path and to the right is OB. This is a shorter hole, so this one was a favorable pin change for me. I was able to capitalize with the birdie. That was big. So now that's a really big par save and a birdie. Going into hole 13 now, going with my Rapture again. And I kind of missed my line. I was supposed to be outside of all those trees right there. Huge flare skip, and ends up hitting a tree right by the basket, dropping me right there, 5-foot birdie tap in. And like everything's just going my way today. Everything is going my way. Like I'm making all the putts, I'm hitting my lines, getting good tree love, even if a disc comes out not how I wanted it to, like on that last drive, like it still turned out great. So the course is giving me everything I need today. Hole 14 here is in the par 4 position, so I'm like, okay, par 4, I'm already thinking birdie in my head. Tee shot, you want to be left, and I get it left. Now I'm going with my felon on a turnover, so I force it over on Annie in order for it to glide all the way on that angle and get back up the hill. And it looked parked from back there, but I've still got a little bit of work left. I got like 20 feet or so, maybe 25 feet, slightly uphill. And that is officially a turkey. And this is huge. I'm literally at the goal right now, 5 under par. Like, this is absolutely huge for me. And at this point, I didn't really feel too many nerves yet. Like, I was kind of playing slow because there are people in front of me, and so I was getting backed up. And I was just like, one shot at a time, just play smooth, hit your line, throw the disc that you know you need to throw, and just play clean and have fun. I was playing so loose, and here's another example of that, another birdie. Now I've got 4 birdies in a row going into hole 16. And, that last hole 15, was a bit of an easier birdie. It was a straight shot, about 280, that I went with the redemption. On this drive, I go with my glow slingshot. This one's a par 4 as well. As long as you get clean through that gap, you got an easy-ish up and down. I go with the splice here and leave it a little bit short. And you can see my reaction right there. I'm like, okay, I wanted to be parked, but I'm not. Now I'm thinking like, okay, don't do anything stupid. Just get a par at the worst. I give it a soft run, and I make it again. Like, I don't know. I must have had magnets on my putter. Like, everything is going in today. I'm so excited.
Oh, my gosh.
Love the candid emotion. Hole 17. This is kind of a crush to get there. It's to the left, and unfortunately I blocked the shot, which, sorry about that, but I go with my slingshot. And it wasn't a bad shot. It just flipped over and went way right. The distance was fine. You can see I'm like basically pin high. So I'm just going with my pillar here, just trying to get an easy up and down. I throw it a little bit higher than I want to, and it almost goes in. I give it a little run. Splash down in the sand right there. Easy tap in par. And I can't believe at this point I'm 7 under par. Crazy. That one was a little squeaky. I barely got that one over the rim. But hey, at this point I'm feeling great.
All right, here I am teeing off on the last hole of this challenge. I had no clue this challenge would be so short. I feel like I've absolutely shredded this course today. Played very smart, hit my lines, made a lot of good putts, good par saves, good birdies, everything. So I can't believe this series was only 2 videos long. I thought it was gonna take 7, 8, 9 tries at least. I was just trying to go for even par 1 under, like I said today. Had a great front 9, absolutely smoked every hole on the back 9. They did change the placements up from last time, so they're a little bit more par 3s and a little bit easier, so you got to take advantage of the course when it's like that. But last tee shot here on 18, slingshot, a little bit of a tailwind, par 3, full send.
And honestly, the thought crossed my mind at this point, like, this tailwind could easily get me to the basket. Like, if I get enough turn on this and push it far enough, I could literally birdie the last hole and go 8 under, which would be, like, absolutely torching this course. Like, I am shredding this course right now. It is unreal. I am shocking myself, surprising myself. But I'm playing smart and just playing very just calm, cool, and collected, honestly. I was probably 80 feet short from the drive, so just a little easy approach and tap in par to finish out.
I did it, baby. This is just the worst time for these mowers to be out here. Like, give me some peace and quiet while I'm breaking my goal here. Like, geez, man. We've had so many, like, we've had groups of people coming through with, like, rollers and wheelchairs playing on the course, like, so many backups for, like, the middle of the day. Kind of shocked. Dogs barking left and right, people yelling, birds, ravens crowing over my head all day long, lawnmowers just going ham. And I cannot believe I did it. At least I cannot believe I did it this soon. I mean, I was like +5 or +6 last time when I got to hole 13. And I was just like, you know, I'm gonna play smarter this time. hit my lines, commit to my shot, and not be scared of hyzer or anhyzer. Just like even like hole 6, the tunnel shot, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna throw it clean, throw my shot. I know what I'm doing. Don't doubt myself. Don't second guess anything. And I also played that round only 1 bogey, and I birdied. I birdied 3 holes on the front 9. So I came out of the front 9 2 under, which my goal was 1 under. Like I thought 1 under would be great because, like I said, the back 9 is way more scoreable, a lot more attackable. You can get a lot more birdies. Yeah, I can't believe the series is already wrapped up after 2 videos. I went from absolute catastrophe in the first video to absolutely crushing this course second video. That was awesome. I'll put my scorecard up so you guys can see it. Like I said, only 1 bogey the entire day, and then 8 birdies. So I had 3 birdies on the front 9 and then 5 birdies on the back. So on the back I birdied, let's see, you guys will be looking at the scorecard so you can see, but I had a stretch of I think 4 or 5 in a row. And then even like some long putts I made just to either save par or a long putt for birdie that I drained. Like everything was going in the basket. And I did say I'd have to play some of my best disc golf in order to break 53. And so breaking 53 is shooting 5 under. 5 under is 52. So I shot a 50 strokes on Paul McBeth's home course here at Ed Austin. That's gonna wrap it up for the video, for the challenge. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're able to see the shots okay enough with my camera. Yeah, I am kind of shocked it's already over. It was fun. I kind of did wish it would last longer just so I could have it kind of be more of a series and more memorable, but honestly, this was as cool as it gets. Shredding. 7 under par, Paul McBeth's home course from the long tees. I need to compare this to some of the guys at the Jacksonville Open because Garrett Gerthy and Corey Ellis came here, and might have been a slightly different layout, but I think they were kind of like around double digits every day. So I am super, super pleased with that for being an amateur. I'm proud of myself. So thanks guys for watching. Like, subscribe.